Hey everyone, Rachel here at Anytime Fitness C-Stat again, coming back with one of my favorites, dumbbell. We'll probably do cable also, shoulder, lateral raises. I love this exercise. It's just fun. Okay, first off, there are a lot of ways you can do this. There are a few things that are not good, but in general, there's a lot of variations. This is what I have found to be the most beneficial for me, the variation I like the most right now. So keep that in mind. If you're like, I don't like this, do it whatever way makes your heart happy. But you get a lot of benefit from doing it this way. I actually learned this from another pro bodybuilder. So grab some dumbbells. You want them to be a realistic weight. Nothing too heavy. Feel free to go lighter as well, because a lot of people try and go too heavy and then you're pulling up into your traps. So that's going to be my number one piece right there, is drop the weight, get your form down before you go up. Also, looking in the mirror is really helpful because when we're looking in the mirror, we can check and make sure we're even. So we're not going like this with our shoulders. All sorts of different things can happen wrong. So face the mirror. As always, when we lift, slight bend in the knees. If you did choir practice as a kid, we never want to lock our knees out when we lift. So slight bend in the knees. Strong core. So tuck your hips under, strong core. This variation, again, lots of ways to do this. This is just one. Slight bend in your elbows, arms here in front. Once we're here, we're going to think arms coming up and out. We are trying to extend our arms to the outside walls. So we're not necessarily bringing them up here as we are bringing them out. I'm going to keep a bend in my elbows as I'm here. Again, trying to bring my hands to the outside walls, controlling it on the way down. Doing it this way really, really lights up that mid delt. And you can see it working right here as I do this. Nice controlled, trying to touch that outside wall. Some things to keep in mind, don't try and come up too high because you're gonna pull into your traps. So we're gonna keep those shoulders nice and relaxed, coming up and out, keeping that bend right here, and focusing on bringing them out to the sides. Again, one variation, one I really like. And I found super, super beneficial to hit that mid delt right here and light it up. So give it a try. Honestly, it took me a couple times to really, really engage it. So if it feels weird at first, try it again. And next up, cable. All right, my favorite cable variation. I like to get this ankle strap. Most people, again, use it for kickbacks on the cable. I love it for lateral raises. So we're gonna start with the setup here on the cable. We're gonna want this around the height of our arm. So this is fine, I wouldn't, maybe there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhere around right where your arm hits. I'm gonna go back down. Same thing with the weight as the dumbbells. Feel free to start lower, go up. Putting it in here around your wrist right off the bat. We're gonna feel that engagement. It's taking all pressure off our grip. So our grip does not have to be engaged. We can just engage that mid delt. A lot of times you'll see people leaning out like this. But what I'm actually doing is taking all pressure off that shoulder, that mid delt right off the bat. So I'm actually gonna do opposite. I'm gonna lean into it. So right off the bat, I'm getting a really good stretch here on that mid delt. I'm gonna hold on here just for stability, just like before. Strong core, tiny bend in the knees. And then same thing, my arm is going out to that outside wall. Not coming up, going out. Keeping my arm straight and out. Right here. Again, I'm not going up too high because I pull into my traps. So I'm just gonna go out to that wall, right to parallel, and back down, keeping it controlled. And feeling that stretch all the way right here. It feels so good. And then switch sides, repeat. Remember, wrist parallel here with the bar. I'm gonna kind of lean into it, so I'm already creating a stretch on that muscle and controlled and out touching that outside wall. And once you do equal sets on each side, you'll get jacked. And as always, if you have any questions, have a form question, see something different you want to inquire about, let me know. Again, there's no one right or wrong way. this is just what I found to be super beneficial. So give it a try. Let me know what you think.